Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Chris. Welcome. Today's video is all about my favorite picks for summer under $100. I've done several videos recently where the perfumes were a little bit on the higher side because they were haul videos or some of my favorite videos. If you've been with me for a long time, you know that I try to do balanced videos. I know people that watch me are from all walks of life. Some have unlimited budgets and can buy all niche, really expensive niche fragrances. And there are loads of people that are on a tight budget and really need budget-friendly fragrances. I have loads of budget-friendly fragrances. There are so many really good fragrances that are budget-friendly. You don't have to spend a ton of money to smell good. And I've picked about, I want to say 10 fragrances that are my current favorites for summer that all come in under $100. Most of them come in under $50. There are a few that hover right around the $90 or just under $100 range, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. If you have been enjoying my content or not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button. That would be super. And with that, I'm just going to dive right in. I'm going to dive right in with one of my newest pickups from Skylar. I have a ton of fragrances from Skylar. I have been asked to add cleanly formulated fragrances to more of my videos, so I'm doing that. I'm making a conscious effort to do that. And Skylar is a cleanly formulated brand. I tend to like most of the fragrance releases. My issue with Skylar is that even though some of them smell really, really good, the performance is just not there. But Sunkissed Dahlia, I thought it was just going to be a straight up floral fragrance, and it's actually a gourmand perfume. The main notes in here are custard, apple, and vanilla. And that's basically what I get. It's a delicious vanillic, apple, custardy perfume with some background florals, a teensy bit of musk, but it's a delicious gourmand perfume. A little bit of a light amber in the background. However, like most Skylar fragrances, this wears lightly, so it does not last forever. I would say I get around 4 to 5 hours with this one. Some Skylars I get like 1 to 2 hours. So this is better than several of them, still not spectacular, but good for a cleanly formulated fragrance. It's good, and these all come in under $100. The next one is one I talked about in my best of Middle Eastern fragrances. If you want to hear, more Middle Eastern perfume videos, the only one I could do is probably like a 10 out of 10 Middle Eastern perfume video. But the one I bought blindly, and I bought this the day it came out, it is called Mango Punch by Emir, and this basically is, like the name reads, this is like a very tart mango punch. This reminds me a lot of Wilhelm Mango Skin. Mango Skin wasn't my favorite perfume because there was something like the mango was so overripe, it was almost rotting, and there was a heavy green skin to it that was also a little bit kind of overripe and just almost like rotting. There was a part of that fragrance that was just kind of icky. This one is a fresher take on it, and it's a muskier take on it. So it's mango, it's fresher, it's got some musk in it, decent longevity, decent lasting power. And I want to say I paid like $35 for it. So a really good cheapie if you love a really fresh mango with a little bit of musk. Okay, 2 fragrances that I love to wear for summer, and these are very budget friendly. They are kind of fall within the light blue category. The first one is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Summer Vibe. So this is a flanker of the original. My favorite light blue was Light Blue Intense, and it was my favorite for years and years and years. I finally decluttered that when I got Summer Vibes. Summer Vibes isn't as musky. It smells very, very similar. It doesn't have the green apple. It's not as musky. This has it has peach, and it's just super light wearing, but absolutely terrific for the summer. A lot of you will find the longevity poor. It is just like light blue. It is light wearing. I don't care. It is one of the easiest, one of my favorite hot weather. I call it white t-shirt, jean short, like super casual grab and go fragrances has always been the light blue. Now by the same nose, Oliver Crest, but in a much more different bottle. This is called I Love Love by Moschino. And this smells very, very similar to light blue, the intense light blue. There are differences. The citrus in here is grapefruit instead of the green apple. This also has like sugar cubes in it, and it wears more lightly and not as much musk, but another really good take on it. I think you can get this at Sharpest Drug Mart for $20, and here in the US it's $40 or less. Again, it wears lightly, but it's just fun and whimsical, very affordable, very pocketbook friendly if you love that light blue vibe, but you like a different tweak, a different take on it. This one is a fun one. Okay, one of my favorite floral coconut fragrances to wear for the summer. I've talked about this so many times. It is Alien Goddess. I have never smelled Alien Goddess Intense because I like this one. I don't even plan on smelling it. This one's perfect for me, but this has a coconut water to it. It's almost like this is a really good fresh citrusy white floral perfume with coconut water, and the coconut water almost smells a little bit salty. So it kind of falls in the category of a salty vanilla because this definitely has a vanilla in it, a very easy, like florally, coconutty vanilla to wear in the summer because it wears lightly. The jasmine in here is not the same jasmine that's in the original Alien because we do not get along, that fragrance and I. The jasmine is toned down. It's not animalic. It's just super, super pretty, very solar, very beachy, very lovely, has great lasting power. What are we gonna do next? The next one, I'll do another floral. This one is my favorite flanker of the Gucci Bloom. I enjoy the Gucci Bloom line. One of my very good friends has her signature scent, and I love smelling it on her, but I never wanted to buy it because that was like her scent. So I decided to get a flanker, and a flanker that had a lot of honeysuckle because I love honeysuckle. So this is Gucci Bloom Fiore de Ambrosia de Fiore. And this is that Gucci Bloom vibe. So lots of white florals, all the white florals I'm sure you can imagine, and honeysuckle. And I definitely can smell the honeysuckle in here. It's not super, super prominent. It's really blended in those white, in the background of those white florals, but with the addition of a lovely touch of honeysuckle. This is over on Joma Shop. That's where I bought mine. I want to say I bought mine for $75. I'm sure it's coming in less than $100. And it's a beautiful, rich, not quite heady white floral fragrance to wear in the spring and the summer. So the next one is a fragrance. I can't believe how affordable it is. I picked my bottle up a couple years ago for like just under $30 on Joma Shop, and it is by Elizabeth Arden, and this is called White Tea, and this is the Eau de Toilette. Now this is a white tea perfume that's got a little touch of soapiness, but it's not harsh, it's not screechy. It's not overly soapy, but it just has that little bit of a freshness in it. It also has a C note in it. And I think that C note gives it a little bit of a watery freshness. So I get this white tea that's slightly clean, not overly soapy, with a watery freshness. It has some florals. I think it's got rose way in the background. And as this dries down, it gets a little bit more powdery. So quite lovely. Another very good, easy, casual, I call it a white t-shirt fragrance. If I'm out running, I'm not super dressed up, I just need something that smells decent and clean and fresh. I'm not worried about spraying a super expensive fragrance because I'm not dressed up and I can just spray 10, 20 times and not care. Even though this does not wear super lightly, this has decent longevity and decent lasting power on me. It's way better than the Skylers. I would say around like 4 or 5 hours. It's really good. The next one is, this one showed up on the gray market pretty quickly. I bought my bottle full price when it came out and I still love it. It's Candy No. 4 by Thomas Kosmala. And this is a super fun fragrance that's very fruity, that does really, really well in the hot weather. This is a hot weather friendly gourmand, or a fruity gourmand. It's a gourmand because it has a little bit of cotton candy in it, but it's got all sorts of fruits. I want to say it's got red berries and cherries and strawberries. So it has this lovely fruitiness. It's got this light musk. It's airy and fresh and light. And those very fresh fruits that, border on being tart, offset by that non-sweet cotton candy and this lovely musk. Again, a gourmand or a border gourmand or borderline gourmand that does really, really well in the heat. And this one has great longevity and lasting power. Okay, so for the last one, I really blew through those first 8. I've got some gourmand and gourmand leaning fragrances for my gourmand lovers out there. The next one is one called Dolce by Rosie Jane. Now, if you liked that, again, that Bianco latte vibe, but you found it super heavy, this one is a more quiet version of that, a more tamed down version. It's also cleanly formulated for those of you who are looking for vegan and cleanly formulated fragrances. So it has that kind of that Bianco latte vibe, but it's got a little bit of chocolate and a little bit of a hinoki note which fortunately isn't that strong. I personally don't think that hinoki and chocolate and vanilla goes really well together. This also has musk. This was in my light and airy fragrance video because this is very light and fluffy and airy. Again, it's like you took Bianco Latte, you really thinned it down. So like a diet version of Bianco Latte, and you add a little splash of chocolate, like a little choco musk in the mix, you're going to get this. I got this on sale like over like Christmas 2022. I want to say they were having a terrific sale. I got my bottle for around $50. But even at full price, I think this comes in at $75 and they sell it over at Sephora. Another one that was in my soft, light, and airy fragrance video is a terrific one that just gets overlooked. And this is this is called Cream Cloud by Victoria's Secret. And it was perfect for my cloud-like, soft, and airy fragrance video for a reason. Now, I bought this originally because it has the note of meringue, and that's a note that I really drawn to, but it is just a lovely, soft, airy, kind of a musky vanilla with a meringue note. I think it's got like a flower in here. I can't remember. It is very, very soft and gentle and in the background. And let me tell you, this reminds me of, like, they're not dupes, but this is like a more affordable version of a perfume that I am loving right now. It's called Queening. They are very similar. They're going to be in the same ballpark. There's a lot of similarities between the two in the way they smell and the way they wear. Now, this does not have green apple and it doesn't have an evergreen note like Queening does, but they're both like these very similar wearing vanillas. So they're clearly vanillas, but they don't smell like a cupcake. It's more, I would call this more of a lightly floral, musky vanilla. It's very light, soft. This is a great one to wear at bedtime. I have worn it to work because it's gentle, light, and airy. It's not overly offensive. Now I've sprayed maybe 6 to 8 times and got at least like 6 hours out of it. So, and I've got quite the dent going on here. So a lovely fragrance that often gets overlooked. So that's it, kind of my 10 picks. Affordable picks for summer that all come in under $100, at least where I have purchased them, and they're available to purchase. And I'm also including some cleanly formulated fragrances for those of you who only like to wear like cleanly formulated fragrances or vegan fragrances. I've got you covered. Thanks again for sticking around. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, I'll see you on the next one. But hey, before you do that, let us know if you have any really affordable fragrances that you love to wear for the summer months, and it comes in under $100. Let us know in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.